Hello everyone, good afternoon this time because I'm not on at my normal 11 o'clock, 11:15 slot because this week's homeschooling schedule has one of my daughters having a Zoom class or a Teams class for the week at 11:15. So I had to move forward a little bit to 12 o'clock. So I hope it didn't clash with anything that you had organised yourselves. But anyway, I wanted to come back again and show you some alternative ideas with this. Sorry, this is probably back to front for you, but it won't be when I pop you down. But a couple of weeks ago, we made the 4 cards that come with the kit as is, as per the instructions. And today I wanted to pop on and just give you a few alternative ideas. So using the exact same supplies, we're not using anything different that isn't included in the kit, but I'm just not following the instructions and mixing and matching and maybe putting things in different places, and I wanted to show you that. So I'm going to pop you down and show you what I mean. Okay. So I've also had a few technical difficulties today, so I'm not, excuse the lighting, etc. I'm not in my normal room. We've had an awful pain, really. I don't get very good Wi-Fi in my house, and I don't have the actual originals to show you, but sure you can see them from here. I don't get good Wi-Fi in my house, and unfortunately my little dongle things are all not working. So what do you call them? Broadband extenders. So I'm in my son's bedroom, so I'm hoping that I haven't forgotten anything. So as you saw the last time, the kit comes in this, gosh, it's a bit too close maybe to see this, but this like cute little presentation box, gift box type thing. And you just get all the supplies for the cards together with the instructions. So the cards that you would make are these 4 cards, and we made those 2 weeks ago, I think. Last week we made the love, the kind of Valentine type card, and it was the week before that we used this kit. So the stamp set rather that you need is the You Are Amazing. Actually, I might move this up a little bit because I think it's a little bit close. But feel free to comment and say hello when you join on, just so I'm not talking to myself. I'm used to talking to myself a lot, but it is nicer to talk to someone else. So the You Are Amazing stamp set is the one that goes with the kit. But that is a separate purchase. And these are both found, I don't have my catalogue with me, that's something I forgot, but they're at the beginning of the spring summer catalogue. So this card base here, it's the Pretty Peacock colour. Oh, and you'd be delighted to know I found my Pretty Peacock stamp pad. So this is how this card base would have been used in the, actually I wonder, should I turn that light off completely? Is that better? I think it's a bit yellow, maybe with the light. I think I'll put it off. I think you're better without it. So this is the card that you would have made. So you put on, you attach this little piece of sort of tulip paper, and you added you added the stamp of thanks on the gold foil, and oh hi, hello. Oh, it's good. Oh, please do chat to me, Faye. You know what it's like now to be talking in the abyss. So anyway, this is what you would have done with this particular Pretty Peacock card base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the little stars in the background, tone on tone, in the Pretty Peacock, now that I've found my stamp pad. So let me get just a smaller block for this. Faye, is it better with or without the light? I have a feeling the light might be just a bit reflective and a bit yellow, but I'm afraid it's a bit dark without it. I'm not in a great place for lighting here this morning, but let me know if it's a little bit dark and I'll bring the light back. So Pretty Peacock we have here. I love this colour. It's very like, if you know Stampin' Up for a while, it's a bit like Lost Lagoon. It's a cross between Lost Lagoon and Island Indigo, but it's lovely. I'm just going to bring this in because I'm going to stamp off the card a little bit, just to get, so it's not too even. So just a few stars just for the background. As you can see, my ink pad is very juicy because I don't, well, seeing as I'd lost it, I don't use it very often. Okay, so that will do for that. And then I'm going to use this little piece of paper. You see, I might just go off a little bit, just give it a little bit over there. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of the gold foil, this would be kind of a pretty peacock foil, well, coordinated, no, it's more Bermuda Bay really, no, yeah, it's Bermuda Bay. And then this little piece I'm going to take again, I think You Are Amazing would do, and I might stamp that in the Mango Melody. Let's go for that, and that's what I like to do when I'm lining up my stamps, especially when I haven't put the backing on them, is to put my block on my grid paper and then make sure that the stamp, like the writing, is straight across the stamp as per the lines of the grid paper. So that should help me stamp straight. Not always, but you know, it helps. So I'm going to do my Mango Melody, and then hopefully I have brought in some dimensionals. I saw them a little while ago. Where did I put them? Here they are. Oh, I need big ones. The little ones. Sure, I have big. I was in here last night. I'm sure I have the big ones as well somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to, I think I will glue this one flat, that one flat to this, and then pop that bit up. So I had my adhesive somewhere. Yes. So I had, so this, we don't carry snail anymore, but I had some left from a recent clearance rack purchase. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on our clearance rack, because we do get some very great bargains from time to time. So one of our kind of great bargains at the minute, of course, is our Celebration promotion, where you can, for every £45 you purchase, you can choose a free product from our Celebration catalogue. And even better, if you have a rather large wish list, which I certainly did when I first discovered Stampin' Up, you can become a demonstrator. You can be what we would call a business demonstrator, like me, who runs it as a little sideline, side hustle, whatever you like to call it. I do some classes, I do my online classes weekly, and every so often I do some larger events. Or you can be what we call a hobby demonstrator, where basically you just kind of buy for yourself, or maybe the odd sale to friends and family, but mostly you're your own best customer. But we have room for everybody and everything in between. But at the minute, our offer to become a demonstrator is, it costs £99 and you choose whatever you want out of the catalogue, out of the spring summer catalogue, the annual catalogue, even the clearance rack if you fancied it. And you receive an extra £30 worth of Stampin' Up supplies for free. And it's shipped for free, so there's no delivery charge on it. And you also get, now let me think, again, I don't have the catalogue with me, and it's on my phone so I can't check. But I believe you get a set of 6x6 DSP in the Regals range, the Subtles range, the Neutrals range, the Brights range, and the 2020 to 2022 in colours. So you get a full, I might have to correct this when I watch this back again, but I believe it's 200 sheets of paper. But I might have to check that. But it's our paper stacks of in brights and subtles, etc. So it's really, really good offer. But that is just until the end of February. So if you like a bargain, that is well, I did, yes, I saw your paper stash the other day. Faye. I think we're all guilty of that. But I think, to be fair now, I think the paper stacks are something that you would use because they are just ones that go with the actual card base colors and ink pad colors, and they're fairly standard patterns. It's not this kind of, oh, I can't use that, it's too pretty. I mean, it's kind of more, I mean, of course they're beautiful, they are gorgeous papers, but they're functional and they match the ink pads. It's not this, and you will have a fair amount of them, so it's I don't think it's the same tie that you feel you can't use them. At least that's how I feel towards them. So I think they're easier to use than the gorgeous foil colored speciality papers that you just you stroke and you put in your paper trays and you think that's going to need a very special person to use that on. Anyway, there's card number 1. So that's a little bit different. And next one, I think, now I haven't checked this, but I wanted to do something with this lovely, I love this this card base. It's in Bermuda Bay and it's got the little foil circles. I hope that's showing up. So I thought I would use, again in the kit we get this vellum tag. This is the only thing that I'm going to use a different supply on. Now you could of course just try and marry that up by, you could in fact, what you could do is you could take another one. Let me see, I've got one sitting here. I got one, here's one. So what you could do to make it easier, I'm going to cheat and use a punch, but you could take one of the other ones and you could marry that up so that you can cut exactly the same shape of a V. Just marry that up with your scissors. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, hopefully this is the right, oh it's not. Oh, I thought this was exactly a 2-inch. Oh well, I'll have to kind of guess by looking on the back and try to get, this is where I'm going to wish I'd followed my own advice and actually just cut it like that, but I think that looks about the right height. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to take, then we have also one of these gold edged pieces here. I'm going to put that about there. You know what, it's not quite right. I wish I had done it. Now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the way I thought I should at the beginning. But I don't want it. It's because the depth of the V is a little bit different. So let's just do this with my scissors. Not sure why I didn't do this in the first place. Thought I was being smart with my punch. See, you actually don't need any other supplies apart from those in the kit. There. So there we go. That's a bit better. That's the same, similar V. And then I'm going to take one of these, which again is in the kit, a little Bermuda Bay foil circle, just to marry in the shape of the circle on the back here. And then I'm going to take this, which then we will have a similar shaped V, or what do you call that, flagged end. And I guess it's Bermuda Bay, isn't it? Now what I actually would like to do, I don't have, so I might have to make a mad dash to my craft room and back, because I'm going to get that colour. Yep. So just bear with me 1 second while I run and get Bermuda Bay. I'll be quick as a flash. Talk amongst yourselves. There we go, Bermuda Bay. So I will use, I think I'll use the, what are my other two that I was going to do? I'll use the Congrats. So just peel it off again. I'm going to do my little trick of, if you can see this, putting my block on the grid paper and lining up my Congrats so that it is straight. And then you can see that. I'm going to take that. Now the one thing I've actually taken out of my kit, and I don't really have time to look for it right now, but is the twine. I don't have the twine with me. So all my, bizarrely for me, all my cards will be ribbonless, twineless, which is not normal, as my class ladies will testify. I normally have a little bit of twine somewhere, if not a ribbon in a bow. So just putting this centrally, actually probably be better if I did it here. I'd be more able to check where central is. Oops. Centrally, and then I will pop that up on a few dimensionals. Just trying to get the point of the flag centrally with the point of the vellum flag, and I think we'll pop that up again. Why not? I can do a longer one. So again, this is probably a hand delivered one because it's double dimensionals. And can be sent with a gift, I suppose. It's not quite small parcel, but it's definitely large letter. Okay, so about, I think I'll put that centrally, or fairly central. So that's card number 2, not following the instructions. And then card number 3, I'm going to take this stripy one, and one of the little elements we get is this pretty peacock with the gold foil edging. I've got a gold foil strip, and then we have some of these like speech bubbles lined in gold foil. So I'm going, just let me check, I keep having to check that I'm not copying. What did they do with that? Yes, I did that. Yeah, that's different. That's not what I'm going to do. I might go this way, and I might have a little gold foil piece popping out either side. So let me get my trimmer and trim that for you. Distracted by a small child who has something incredibly important to tell me, which is not very important at all. And then I can't speak and I ramble, and then I listen back and go, what was I talking about? So I'm just going to cut these into like 3 centimeter sections, and I'm going to have little bits poking out either side. It doesn't matter about the last bit, it's just so I have even bits poking out. So, and again, I'm going to try and use my grid paper to pick these up. And about, oops. About like that. That's even enough. And then do the same on the other side. Now, is that about the same as the other side? Just about, I think. If you can see this actually. There. Okay. Gonna have that. And then this in the middle. So I guess for the shape that I'm doing this is going to have to be the happy birthday one. And let's go with Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I'll peel off my congrats and go for my, again, let's get this straight because the birthday is a straight word. And then Flirty Flamingo, or will we go for bright green? Oh, what do you think? Anybody there? Faye, are you still with us? Kind of thinking maybe overall it's a bit more orangey pinky. Yeah, I'm going to go for orangey pinky, unless I hear from Faye very, very quickly that she thinks I should go Granny Apple Green. If she's still there. May not be Faye that is still here. Oh, that's quite a lot. Actually, I have quite a lot of... let me just try this. Ah, yes. I had this last time. Now, what can I don't have my bone folder with me. So I'll try and move a little bit of ink over, because this is particularly juicy as well. And you know what I did actually? I shouldn't be doing this. Orangey, yep. That's what I'm going for. This is a kind of a, well, this is a pinky orangey Flirty Flamingo colour. One time, just a note, one time I was doing this and I did this with a credit card type, and I cut a big slice through my Flirty Flamingo ink pad. So then I replaced it with this one, which is why it's so juicy. Because it was fine for small little stamps, because I could pick up the ink either side of the big cut, the big gash. But I couldn't for anything that was larger. Yeah, it just didn't work. So, yeah. Don't use anything too hard. A nice, smooth-edged bone folder would be better. Now, somewhere on my desk, I have moved that die cut. Oops. Where did I put it? Under, yes. Okay. There we go. And then pop it all, or pop both bits. Oh, you know me, I'm going to pop both bits, aren't I? I'll find the large dimensionals. So I hope if you're watching from the UK, I hope you enjoyed the snow yesterday. We have a field beside us that has a bit of a hill. So we all went out sledding, me included. Must admit it was great fun. So we were sledding down the hill at speed, hoping that we wouldn't break the sled because it had a big crack in it. And then I built a snowman, and halfway through trying to create my snowman, I was trying to think of, oh, what mittens and stuff do we have to dress him? And I remembered my oldest daughter's wet mittens lying by the back door, and remembered they were mittens as opposed to gloves, which reminded me of the whole Bernie Sanders thing, which I thought was quite funny. He did look like a real grumpy old man sitting at the inauguration in his jacket and his mittens. So I, halfway through making my snowman, I changed him to Bernie. I tried to sculpt arms and cross legs on him, and I amused myself greatly at making that. So my daughter and I took some photographs of ourselves with Bernie, who had travelled to the Cotswolds, especially for the snowfall yesterday. So that's card number 3. And then finally, the other card base is this floral one. And we still have lots of bits left I could use. So I can get that scalloped edged, whatever you call it, Bermuda Bay foil square. I have a couple of the circles. I have this bit. So I was kind of thinking, so if I put that there, and then I could do something with these. We have them out the side just to bring in the pretty peacock. Or I could cut them in half and put them both. No, maybe not. Yeah, that'll do just like that, I think. So, oh, I could do it maybe that way. I know I can't because of the flowers. Or can you? No, it actually does look better that way, I think. Which means, or could I do it this way? Maybe. And then I can get my other sentiment in. If I chop that down a bit, that could work. Yeah, I'll do that because I wanted to use a different sentiment. Okay, so we shall put that on first, and we will use the kind of large remaining sentiment, which is this hip hip hooray one. And I will do this time in the pretty peacock, I think, yeah. Pretty peacock and a block. About 2. But yeah, yesterday's snow certainly was a little break from monotony. I hope we get some more, but I doubt it. And then there was a rumour today. I've seen 2 different things pop up on I have an iPhone, so pop up on my Apple News. One is schools aren't coming back to May. That's a rumour. And then the other one is that Boris has announced that there will be some easing of the lockdown within a couple of weeks. So who to believe? I don't know where they get these stories from. Half the time I think they make them up. So I don't know what's happening. I hope it is better where you are anyway. If you're not in the UK, obviously. We're all in the same boat in the UK, but if you're watching internationally, I hope it's a little better. Okay, so we're going to put that over that. Try and get it central-ish. Oops. Just cutting these down, cutting them down a little bit just so that they're, I think they were, if I'm going to go with the sentiment portrait, then they were a little bit too long. And then I think I will stick these to this. No, I think I'll do it like that, so we get it centrally as we can. Thereabouts. I'm never too anal, if you like, about getting them exactly right. I regret it afterwards if they does work about wrong, but I just sort of judge my eye and hope that my eye is okay. But considering I've worn glasses since I was 4 years old, I'm not really sure that's a good idea. So, few dimensionals as always. Which reminds me I need to order some more. Can never have too many dimensionals. So I'm just taking the back of these off camera. Morning, Gemma. How are you? You look like you're having a great time in the snow. Or your small person looked like he was having a great time in the snow yesterday. So I think that's the backing of them all. What I'm doing today is the Hip Hip Hooray card that I showed the cards as per the instructions a few weeks ago. I'm just showing a few alternatives this morning. So I think I'll just put that one flat. I won't double dimensional this one. So again, try to get it sort of central. Okay, so there are our 4 cards where we've just taken the elements in the You Are Amazing card kit and not followed the instructions, but just made a few alternatives. They're not, I wanted to show you that you didn't need any other supplies, so that's why I've tried to not use any punches or die cuts or I don't know, other supplies that you would need like embossing or whatever. I might return to this another day and use the elements and then go to town with them and use like everything in the kitchen sink that I have in my craft room. But today I just wanted to show you just a few different ideas that you could still make, just turning the supplies around. One thing, as I said, because I didn't bring it in with me, that I didn't use is the twine. So again, there are the 4 cards that you could make if you follow the instructions exactly. And then there's just a few variations on a theme. So I hope you enjoyed this morning's little craft along. I hope you have a great week. And next week I can be back at 11:15 because I think everyone's schedule, we're on, week off of one set of children is doing one thing one week and then it's the others the next week. So next week I'll be back to 11:15 and then I'll have to revert to 12 o'clock the next time. 11:15 does suit me a little bit better as I won't get interrupted with I'm hungry at 12 o'clock. Oh, hello Liz. Hello, I'm just finishing up. I've just done a few alternative little cards with the You Are Amazing card kit. I'm just saying I'll be back to my normal time of 11:15 next week and back to 12 o'clock the week after that as I go week on, week off with the homeschooling schedule. But I hope you will join me and to give the video a little like. And I'd be delighted if you wanted to share it. That would be fabulous. I would appreciate a share. That's always great. So I am wobbling this table because I'm in a different room due to my technical difficulties. Oh, that's what you get for living in a very, very old house. My house was built in 1760. So it's incredibly old, very thick walls, and yeah, beautiful, but it has its disadvantages when it comes to modern technology. Anyway, have a great week, everybody, and thank you, Faye, thank you. And I will see you all next week. Have a great day. All right, bye.